So for me personally, I am not currently in a committed relationship that has been formalized. All right. What I have been doing over the last several years in specific is identifying what actually matters most to me. Because I have been dating, you know, I think in a not in a crazy reckless manner, but a manner which is not necessarily been tremendously deliberate, intentional, and fully conscious. And so what I have done personally is to get a piece of paper, get a pen, and I have identified characteristics and attributes of a woman that actually matters most to me. And then a friend actually, I shared that with a friend, and they told me, I really brainstormed this. I mean, it took me a while to do it. And I shared it with a friend, like I said, and they challenged me to identify the top 5 attributes and characteristics that actually mattered most to me. And I did that. And it was that process was tremendously helpful to determine, you know, what really mattered most to me and to help me select my next person that I will be with.
You want to share what those 5 are?
Yeah, I'll do that. That's not no problem. The first thing is what really matters most to me more than anything is that that woman is purposeful. And when I say purposeful, I mean that um, her life is not about herself. She's absolutely selfless, but she is about community and she does something in life that actually matters to the world. So not only is that something of substance for her, but it also will keep her busy and make an impact with other people. Women need to stay busy, just like men need to stay busy. No, seriously. And I think that, you know, particularly given what we're going through here in America and across the diaspora, we have to be a little bit more conscious and a bit more intentional about, you know, impacting our communities. And we've been so selfish. You know, I want to be a lawyer. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a hedge fund guy. You know, and it's all for ourselves. Where's the repair of our families? Where's the repair of our communities? Who's doing that? I don't want to be with somebody selfish. So purposeful is number 1.
Got it.
Kindness is another one. We, particularly in our community these days, we're so nasty towards each other. We don't provide any grace or mercy for one another. We provide grace and mercy for everybody else, but not our spouses, not our kids, not our uncles, not our grandfathers, not our mothers, not our friends. And it's the most ridiculous thing ever. I want somebody that has humility, that's humble, that is very accomplished, but doesn't lead with their accomplishments. When we get education and when we get money, we're so arrogant and so nasty. Again, you know, I went to Harvard. I'm a lawyer. I'm a doctor. The hell with you. We look down our noses at each other. We go to dinner and we disrespect the waitress and the waiter. We don't tip properly. I was just watching a clip about the baby. Look how he disrespected his baby's mother. I don't know what the situation was, but it's horrible that we have these dynamics within our relationships. That should never be exposed on social media. 3-month-old baby with his mom being kicked out. So that's 3.
That's 3.
Fourth is that she's sensuous and feminine. There's nothing like a feminine woman, a sensuous woman. Women need to be feminine. Men need to be masculine. Men want peace in their lives. Women provide that peace. We are at war each and every day at our jobs and out there in the world trying to make things happen. Why should we come home to fight more? Home should be a refuge, a place of peace. We should have support. A woman should be the helpmeet to provide the support of the family. The man goes out and kills, but we don't want to fight at home. We don't want to be disrespected at home. That's the most ridiculous thing ever. And disrespect breeds disrespect. And here we go on the cycle. And we need to stop it. We need to knock it off. And the last thing is, what was the last thing? Hang on for a second. Let me take a look.
Yeah.
I can't remember offhand.
So feminine was 3rd. What was the 4th one?
Yeah, hang on for a second. I'm gonna just pull up the document. I actually brainstormed this and scribbled it.
Get it. We
And
got time.
And then over the last like I said, a couple of years, I wrote it down. I typed it out. Oh, wise. A woman must be wise. In the Bible, it talks about a wise woman. If a man has had a hard day, you want to make certain that you pay attention to his temperament, his demeanor, his disposition when he walks in the door. You don't just jump on his back and yell at him about X, Y, Z. You want to use wisdom, and you want to be consoling and considerate and careful, and try to make that temperament, that disposition that he has, in a better way. So a woman must be wise in her decision making and in how she speaks, her tonality. In the Bible it says life and death is in the power of the tongue. Look how we're using our tongues these days. We're killing each other with the tongue. There's, women have a capacity to do more violence using their tongues than we could do, in a physical manner. And they wonder why domestic violence is high. Now, I'm not making any excuses for for men to do that, but you know, women, please be wise with your tongues. Be wise with your thinking, and think about the outcome that you want, the peace that you want. Think about your kids, the family that you want. I mean, we just have to be more conscious and more aware about what we're doing and how we're doing to get the results that we want. If we were in corporate America, or if we were at our jobs, we would not be acting a fool like we acting at home. It's crazy. Now I get that you're frustrated at the job, and maybe the only avenue that you perceive that you can take it out might be at home. But consider this. When you're at a job, you're only going to be there a month to a couple of years these days. Your spouse is intended for you to be together forever. You're impacting your kids. And so how you speak and how you treat each other, how you behave is going to matter for years and years and years and years. So you guys think about that. And I'm not just jumping on the women. I'm jumping on everybody. How we acting and behaving and speaking is just totally ridiculous. And so I'll park it right there because I said enough.